In part 8 of this crash course, let's take a look at university policies on the use of AI. Now, looking at the top 100 universities as ranked by US News, our team scoured for ethical AI policies for any of them. And in total, about 20 universities have explicit policies regarding the use of AI. Now, they generally fall into 3 buckets. The first bucket is the most common. In fact, almost all of them except 2 universities, fall into this first bucket. And that's using AI like a trusted adult. The spirit behind this bucket is, you might imagine, ignoring AI, how you as a student might generally get help on your college application essays. You'd likely approach a trusted adult in your life and ask for feedback, or maybe some brainstorming help. This could be your guidance counselor, your college counselor, it could even be one of your parents. And what they would do is they might tell you, hey, well, your conclusion could tie better back to a theme in your essay, or your introduction needs a better hook. They give you general feedback, but what they wouldn't do is say, move over, I can write your conclusion better because I'm a better writer. They're not going to do something like that. And so that's the spirit behind this bucket. You should be using AI exactly how you would be using a trusted adult. And so we can see the Common App, which is the central platform through which you'll be applying to likely most of the schools you apply to, or Caltech, or even the University of California. So those are UCs like UC Davis, UC Berkeley, and whatnot. Now, almost everyone falls into this first bucket, but there are 2 notable exceptions. The first is Brown University. Their policy says that you can only use AI for proofreading, but nothing beyond that. And then there's Villanova, who is a true anomaly, and they say do not use AI whatsoever in your application. Now, to take a little bit of a deeper dive into this trusted adult bucket where it seems almost all policies are ending up, let's take a look at a couple policies to give you a good flavor of what the language looks like. So first, if we look at the Common App, their only reference to artificial intelligence is that fraud is submitting the substantive content or output of an AI platform. So again, you can't use it to write any of the final words you have in there, but it is fair game to use it for brainstorming or feedback. Now, Caltech hits it on the nose, my alma mater. They say ask yourself whether it would be ethical to have a trusted adult perform the same task you are asking of AI. And so that's exactly it. Whether or not a trusted adult could do the same thing, that's the guideline. And then we can also look at the UC policy, the University of California. You're allowed to receive advice on content and editing with AI, but any final written text has to be your own. And so again, we see the same theme there. Now, the one thing I will note is that of the policies that don't already fall into this bucket, it does appear that they are moving towards the bucket. So if we look at Brown University, one of the 2 policies that don't fall into this bucket already, in 2023, they actually used to be in the bucket of no AI use whatsoever. But in 2024, they then shifted to now say, well, you can use AI for spelling and grammar review. And so it seems that that trusted adult bucket might be where all policies end up in the long run. And it is exactly that set of policies and that guideline of trusted adult throughout which we built Athena. And we based it entirely on the guidelines and the ethical AI policies that we have seen so far. And finally, I'll answer the question, do universities use AI detectors? Because this is a question that I have heard a lot from students. Now, I'd like to take a step back and say if you're asking this question, it's already the wrong question. You shouldn't be worried about this, and as we've already discussed, using AI to write any final written text, while it is explicitly against many university AI policies, it's also doing you a disservice because AI is going to make you sound bland, and you won't stand out, and you won't have that authentic voice. But in the spirit of transparency, I will say generally no, universities do not use AI detectors because there are some current concerns over their accuracy, but this may change in the years to come. Regardless, you don't want to use AI for any part of your essay, so this isn't a question worth asking in the first place.